Do you have the thing? I have the thing that it's a very like overcast, rainy day, and it makes me dozy.
Oh yeah.
Like a little.
Just a little.
Something dozy.
You know, just,
like a little, like a dog in a sunbeam. I just want to nap. Not even from fatigue.
It's just like, oh, it's just that's what this calls for.
I'm a hobby napper.
I do love a good hobby nap. Hi, puppy. Yeah, you heard we actually started the podcast, so you had to come out. Yeah.
This is how it works.
This is exactly how it works.
She's in her crate, being a little good girl.
As soon as we actually start the
Camera's
podcast,
on. She's an aspiring. She's an aspiring star. She wants to be on it.
She wants to be on the cast.
Oh my goodness! It's not easy being stoners and getting things done with a dog around,
right? Like with the puppy around, it's just like I do feel having moved out, my productivity has gone up a little bit. Yeah. You know, no puppy in the life. Just it's not a whole lot, but a little.
No puppy, no cry.
Right. I mean, and like I do miss like the daily walk, though it was. You know, half a tug fest with you sometimes.
That's fun. Nice. The ritual of having a dog is pleasant.
Yeah.
This is so unrelated. Can we talk about the rumors? Can we talk about we won't name names, but can we talk about the rumors? There's a rumor.
The rumors going around.
And it's funny.
I mean, it is funny. So, I mean, apparently people have been going around asking if I'm gay, which is dun dun dun. I mean,
it is.
It's an interesting
close.
thing. I mean, yeah.
It's just funny to me that people are whispering about it.
I know, like it's in the shadows. It's like if anybody needs to know,
that's why it's weird.
Like
yeah.
if you have to know,
you're not straight.
Like you know, I'm
yeah,
really,
you'd probably be Pam.
I'm really into fucking kitchenware. That's what it is. All right.
You just have to have like a good pair of steak knives.
Yeah.
And that's. If you had a sugar mama, it'd be like, who's the lady that Snoop Dogg hangs out with? Martha Stewart. My head, I just kept thinking Margaret Thatcher, and I know that's the prime minister. I know who Margaret Thatcher is. It was just the only name that was coming up. But anyway, would it be like a Martha Stewart? Like you would be in it for the pots and the pans?
I mean, yeah, you know, the pans of it all. No, but that's the thing.
The pans of it all.
I don't know, like, I mean, I don't know, like, I just always gone for how I felt with a person, so that's always, I guess, like, if I had to label
people have a name for that.
Label.
I think it's like demisexual.
Demisexual?
Where you have to you have to like their person before you like their person.
I mean, well, it's not even like, because it's not even always that far. I mean, like, one night stands do happen. Like, it did happen.
Right.
So, like, they weren't like, all too often. But, like, yeah, usually I did have to, like I do have to like a person. But, like,
dig
also,
vibes,
like, yeah, at least have to dig your vibes.
I'm not saying you have to be, like, in love with
yeah. It's like, oh my God, I have to see a future with you.
That sounds exhausting. I mean, I had that, but that was the growing up Christian thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's just what you're told to think.
You're looking for your Jesus love.
Like, you're just like, oh my God, no, who's gonna love me like God? Nobody. Fucking
love me like you do. No. People say you're supposed to be in love with Jesus.
I mean, which I always thought was weird because, like,
I just like he hasn't even bought me a drink first. Right? Well, I guess the communion wine.
But he wants to be inside you, like immediately.
He wants to be digested by you.
I mean, yeah.
He wants to be covered anyway.
You know.
One time in Catholicism, they take in every other denomination, they take the blood of Christ thing as like a metaphor.
Yeah.
Because it's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor.
But in Catholicism, it's literal. Once you bless it, and I had a Catholic friend, mistake number one. No, I don't know. I don't know. That's not I'm not, don't come for me, pew, 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 Italian community. Wow, that was a lot of stereotyping in a really short period of time. Catholicism, blood of Christ. So they're at a funeral, and the priest spilled the wine because the guy dropped the incense thing, and nothing caught fire, but everyone was like, fire! And he like kind of spilt the wine, and they were freaking out because Jesus Christ was being sopped up like soup in a biscuit, like just... You know what I mean? And that's why the priests always finish the wine, because you don't pour Jesus down the drain.
Can't pour Jesus down the drain.
Anyway, that's just a thought that I had. I like that we were talking about the rumors about being you being gay, and I have somehow, and again, a remarkably short period of time, pivoted the conversation to Jesus?
Good old Jesus. I don't know.
Maybe you pivoted. Maybe it's not on me. Oh yeah. So yeah, it's just. I think the part that's funny. It's not that they think you're gay because you are pan or whatever. It's just that they're like sneaking around.
Like that's the thing. Like,
and like whispering about it.
Yeah. Well, because I mean they've heard me do jokes and they're just like, I don't know if he's serious. And it's like, yeah. I mean, most of the jokes like they do lean like, you know, the best joke in my opinion has a nugget of the truth.
Of course.
It's like a good lie. You know?
It's like a good MLM.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta have something to buy in on.
You gotta have the selling point. Like there's something good about it that is attracting people. That's excellent comparison.
Oh my god! But yeah, no, hearing that made my fucking day. I was just like, oh wow. Like I shared it with my partner. They're like, oh, that's okay. I'm like, yeah. I don't think I'll ever hear it in person from any one of them. But.
No, although I would love to be a fly on the wall. Watching them ask you if you're gay. Are you? How would they do
Although,
it?
actually, the last time some comic did call me gay, like straight to my face, he was trying to just be mean about it. And I was like, and so? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I was kicking him out of somewhere. So I'm like, what? Like, I don't. You're trying to hurt my feelings. You failed.
I don't hurt feelings unsuccessfully hurt.
Like,
I remember I was in Napanee once and someone asked me, they said the F, you know, with a hard ought.
Oh, the hard ought, yeah.
And I just went, I didn't look at them. I was doing a physical activity and I was having gay sex. No. No. But I just went, yes, bitch. Yes. And I looked up and it was like this 40-year-old trucker and he looked shook. He was not expecting me to take it the way I took it. And I was like, I was at the Napanee Dairy Queen. Did I just dox the
Yeah, you doxed the Dairy Queen.
Listen, the ice cream's fine.
I mean, the ice cream's fine. You know, don't go for the truckers.
Do we care about the framing here?
Right? There's a door handle.
There's a door handle. I just feel like that's lowering our production.
It looks like you could push it. You know,
if we angle down and in.
Right.
That'll
That's
be a
what we're
better
going
angle.
for.
You know, you can change all the stuff in post, right?
I mean, the down and in part.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's funny, but it is. I don't know. I can't explain it. Oh, I can't. I don't know. Oh my god. I was making sure that the thing was on. But yeah, it's the fact that they're sneaking around about it that's cracking me
Oh my
up.
god. Well, no, it's hilarious. And like, it's always been like that where like nobody will ask me anything that they have suspicions about.
It's weird.
Well, because
you're not a scary guy.
Whether it's like I'm hooking up with people or like talking to somebody, like this has been my entire life of like just sexuality. So it's just people don't want to ask me about it, but they will talk about it amongst themselves.
It's funny that they're interested. It's
mean, yeah,
why
they
do you
care so much.
That's pretty gay.
It is.
I don't. Methinks she doth protest it. I don't know. It's like, why is it on your mind? I'm not thinking about your sexuality, and you talk about your sexuality incessantly, and I'm not thinking about it. I don't care. I just.
And like it's because they care more than I do.
Yeah, they're more worried about whether or not you're gay than you are. You're like,
I'm just like, I don't.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
There are things to appreciate. Listen, I'm as gay as the day is long, but there are things to appreciate about the male form. You can be like, that's a nice painting without wanting to fuck the painting.
That is, yeah.
Although I'm sure there's a guy out there.
I mean, for every claimingly straight guy, it's a Ryan.
I was gonna say fucking paintings.
Ryan Gosling or Reynolds.
There's a guy out there fucking
every
paintings.
seemingly straight guy, that painting is Ryan Gosling or Ryan Reynolds.
Which one do you, Gosling or Reynolds? Let's go off of appearance.
I mean, honestly, I prefer Reynolds. Like, I get the appeal for Gosling.
You're wrong.
I get the appeal for Gosling.
I have to agree
but like,
with Musa.
I'm a Reynolds guy.
I think that Ryan Gosling just has he always looks like he just got a concussion. And there's something really endearing about it. Like, he's always just kind of like.
Just slightly dazed. Pupils a little too wide.
Maybe he's a stoner. He's from Vancouver.
He is from Vancouver.
It honestly makes me so happy every time.
I mean, how long's it
Gen
gotta go
Z
for?
is back.
I mean,
here's what we'll do. Okay, wait, editing. Let's talk about how we'll do it. If
how long can it go for?
If I ever play it too long,
I thought it was 10 seconds.
Just
is it not 10
Photoshop-
seconds? Oh, it's 5 seconds.
I'll give you another soundbite that you can put whenever it's gone too long. Are you ready?
And just draw it out, put it back to back to back.
Remix it. That's going to be deafening. I'm really sorry. Anyway, I'm in a silly mood today. Let's talk about this serious issue.
All right, so drop it on them. What's today's
But
topic?
wait, welcome to the podcast. I'm Mickey Dykeman. This is Danton Lamar, and here we talk about the far right. We're just two snowflakes swimming in a fishbowl, and we're dismantling. As a father and son, we are dismantling it. Don't ask questions; just let it happen. If you agreed with the things we say, cool. If you don't, let us know why. You want to know what someone commented on a clip? I was talking about the bear trail, and they were like, actually, or no, I was talking about the bear cam, and they're like, actually, it's a trail cam. I was like, this one was specifically set up by scientists to watch this bear give birth, though. So I feel like this was a bear cam.
That's a bear cam.
I don't know why
I mean, I feel like they're just like, oh, well, it was the store labeled a trail cam. And it's like, well, it had a different purpose.
I'm sure, whatever. I was probably...
Wow.
I feel like that person's name is Bob. I don't know. Okay, now you can tell them what the thing is.
Oh, no, you tell them what the thing is.
Well, you have it written exactly as we pulled it up.
I forgot it.
You were gonna try not to. I've pulled that. You were gonna just try and sneak it under the radar.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Okay. It was basically talking about restorative justice.
Oh, right.
Right, and like having the laws take history into account. And then the opposing one is fuck off. The past is in the past. That's the other argument.
Yeah, the benefits of restorative justice.
My head immediately went to equality versus equity because I just feel like it's not the whole conversation, but it's a part of it. And equity in the law and the argument happening there. That's where a lot of my research ended up being.
Well, yeah, and I mean, like, just looking at the inequity of, there's so much that could be gained by actually looking at so many different situations. Yeah. And going back and actually giving people or communities even, like, a fraction of what was lost. Because, like, there are times where it's like, there was Black Wall Street in Oklahoma City, a fucking profitable.
I went to
Black
Canadian public school. I didn't know that.
Oh, don't worry. Most American kids don't know it. Honestly,
well, the only thing worse is American public school.
Yeah, but like it was a profitable, like it was a prosperous black neighborhood, like a black economy, all self-contained pretty much, and it fucking got air bombed. Like Jeez. People went through and burnt that shit up. Like, yeah. So
and then they're like, and they don't want consequences.
Like, nothing. And then nothing happened.
And then they'll get into semantics and they'll be like, well, me, the individual, didn't do that. And it's like, yeah, but you are benefiting from a system that did.
Yeah, it's like, well, all of that opportunity for a whole community was lost.
A couple like definitions from reputable sources. Restorative justice refers to, this is quote, an approach to justice that seeks to repair harm by providing an opportunity for those harmed and those who take responsibility for the harm to communicate and address their needs in the aftermath of a crime. Anyway, that's wordy, but it's like what you're saying.
Wordy. Yeah, but
I didn't realize how wordy, and then I was like, "You've committed," and this is a run-on sentence. This was the Canadian government, whatever. Well,
they're like, "Look, we have to say it all. We have to say it all."
There's not a single comma. I copy and pasted. Canadian public school, everybody.
Hey, I mean, it's the best way to get information.
They went there sometimes. Too. Actually, they probably went to private school. But no, it's what you're saying. Like, well, it's just very, and there's so many examples. I mean, like any minority, essentially.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like across the board, because like even like here and downstairs in the U.S., like we all know like the Chinese built the railroads. Like there wasn't a lot of compensation for that. Like, yeah, no, it wasn't only them. There were a lot of other people.
I don't even think you could call it compensation at all.
Yeah, but like, so it's just like there's all that shit where it's just like, yeah, but like doing something now doesn't do anything. It's like, but that was lost equity. That was so much.
You can't have equality when people aren't all on the same playing field.
Yeah,
and then people will get mad because they feel like something is being taken away from them, but it's not.
Yeah, it's like no,
It's
you're just
so much more
you're
complicated
just paying
than that.
back what was taken away from somebody else. And like the fun thing about it, the fun thing everybody forgets is money is imaginary, so they can just make more of it always.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Isn't that,
they act like it's impossible, but
well,
like
things like monetary principles
it's
and
fucking
industry.
imaginary.
Okay, we can get into that.
They
Yeah,
only,
like that's the actual semantics. The actual semantics of doing it, like the actual practicality of doing it, is very different than whether or not they can.
yeah, we're
I'm
not
just
saying that
saying
you
they
can
can.
actually do it.
I'm not saying they should do it all the time, but they can.
I think the point is that these are all systems that only exist because we believe that they
Yeah, I was
do.
gonna say,
And
when I studied
understand
economics. I understand what it does to an economy.
that like obviously practically you can't just switch it, but it's more like we have to I don't know, we have to just think about other people for this guy. Don't you, the youth, or we're not okay. I like that I included myself in that.
Right.
I am it's I don't know where my thought was. I was going somewhere.
Oh yeah, no, I was wrong. Wrong city. It was Tulsa, not Oklahoma City. Still
Oh, man.
Oklahoma,
But specifically, where? Tulsa?
yeah.
Nice. I have an aunt from Oklahoma. And she makes Oklahoma stuffing, and it's incorrect. It's not.
It's just
It's
it's not okay.
it's not bad, but it's not stuffing. Anyway.
Sounds not good.
Anyway, I digress.
Sounds so not good. Like, what's in it? Hold on.
Cornbread,
We
I
can
think.
get back to actual rice.
Wait, this is urgent!
After we find out what's
This is urgent. This is
what's
important.
so wrong with this. Like, cause wait, hold on. You said it's cornbread stuffing?
I think so.
Oh, yeah. I mean, to be fair, okay, those are two different things. I will always agree that cornbread stuffing and like regular stuffing are two very different things. I love a cornbread stuffing.
I didn't say I don't like it. I'm just saying it is not stuffing.
I mean, it's not traditional stuffing. No. Yeah.
I don't know.
prefer it.
She calls it Oklahoma stuffing. I felt like it was corn, but it had raisins in it.
Oh,
Danton,
that's where it's wrong.
raisins.
That's wrong. Oh, she's one of those.
Incorrect.
She's literally a stereotype.
Incorrect.
There is a joke among every other person of color community about the white person who brings a dish with raisins in it. Like, why does it have to have raisins in
And
it?
it's unnecessary.
Like,
Cookies,
unless
get
it's-
raisins out of my cookies.
I mean, it's like at least that I can appreciate an oatmeal raisin cookie.
I like
All
an
right?
oatmeal chocolate chip cookie.
Mm.
Chocolate chips are a thing that we invented. We don't need raisins.
I mean, but like an oatmeal raisin cookie is like I'm pretending I'm half healthy right now, even though you're nowhere
You're on a
because like the
diet.
amount of butter that's
I've been
in
eating donuts with a vengeance recently.
because of the new
Because
information.
we
Yeah.
found out that donuts aren't as bad as we thought that they are. I had a donut on my way here.
See, it's the best thing to know. It's the best thing to know.
Nice. I feel like I
So a donut, right? a fucking right. Check this out. Coca-Cola, bottle of Coke, right? That's like 5 donuts.
Are you talking about the sugar?
Yeah.
That's not why donuts are so bad.
Don't
I
ruin
mean,
this for
yeah,
me.
no, don't ruin this.
Don't ruin this
Yeah,
for me.
do not.
Don't ruin it. I don't care. I don't care. Don't. Don't.
I know.
There's so few things in this world that are
Honestly,
just a gift.
We've only got like 20 years left anyway.
Maybe,
all right.
yeah.
It's less of you it does.
Someday you'll
I
understand.
don't know. Like it depends on how many you have.
No, I think one donut is worse than a Coca-Cola.
No.
I would make that argument.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, what we need is we need one person to have one Coke every day, and we need one person to have one donut every day, and then whoever dies first loses.
Yeah.
This is a long-term.
Sign up. There's no actual benefit.
No,
we're not
you-
paying for it. You
No.
have to maintain it yourself.
Yeah, we just want to watch it happen.
True. Yeah. If you're already doing it,
We
let
just
us know.
like to watch.
This is our voyeuristic thing. We watch people fucking supersize themselves into an early grave.
That movie scared my mother.
I mean, yeah, it's fair.
Okay, but wait. So restorative justice. One
Yes,
thing
we should
that
get back
also
to
came
topic.
up. Not that I don't want to talk about donuts. I do want to talk about donuts.
Donuts.
All I identify as potato.
We still need to make that shirt.
I know, it's so fucking funny.
Like
High heel wearing bimbo.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
But one thing that came to mind was like reparations for slavery in the States.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a huge thing that never, like, it always gets brought up.
Because it just never happened.
It never
happened.
happened.
I feel like for indigenous people too. And I mean, actually, just countless of, but.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of different versions that need to happen.
People be out there oppressing.
They're just like, oh no, we can't do it. And it's like, you could though.
You could. You just wouldn't be able to have a Lamborghini maybe. Or like not 2 Lamborghinis.
I mean, it's not even taken away.
This is where someone calls me a communist, and I'm like, I'm a socialist. Even worse. Even worse.
Yeah.
I don't. People always try to like bait me, like what, like, oh, so do you like this politician? Do you like whatever? And I'm always like, I don't like any politicians.
Most of them suck.
I don't care for them.
Yeah.
But I also am a minority, and you
got to put a vote out there somewhere.
You know, I don't know.
I vote 3 times in Virginia. You know?
Bernie, he would be better as like to carry around in your pocket, like a what's the cricket?
Oh, Jiminy Cricket?
Yeah. I don't know if he'd be your conscience, but he would just be, I don't know. He would just warm your spirits.
Like Bernie would be the worst conscience when you're trying to ball out, like at a sushi place. He's like, you're ordering food like the 1%. It's like, look, Bernie, that means I'm doing it right. Like, I only get 1 night to do this. Okay? Like, I've saved up for 3 months. Let me do it.
This is such a bizarre scenario that we've concocted. I
Get
feel
your pocket, Bernie, today.
I feel like, I mean, it's like we just keep on like going so far off and then snapping right back to it. But it's just the idea that, I don't know, it's like a bumpy road and you need to pave it before you can tell people to drive the same speed. It's a weird metaphor, but excellent.
No, it is. Yeah, it works. It is quite apt. I mean, because like there's so many different versions of it, like of reparations or whatever you kind of want to call it, that like different communities in North America alone deserve. Like, not to mention other parts of the world, because I don't know y'all's history like that. I know y'all deserve it, but I just can't list y'all individually. But I mean, there's places. Fucking, it's just, I don't know, because like it's one of those things where people who are sitting in the situation now, the ones who have to make the decision to do it, are like, I don't benefit in any way. And like, yeah, you see, like, you just think of like your family did all that. And like, that's easy to think about. But it's like,
it comes down to like,
if your family was like
people?
knocked back every time they started to get something, would you have what you have? And generally the answer is no.
At least not in the same way.
Yeah. And so it's like you're acting like everybody's coming from the same place when you know that you're not. Like, I saw this, it's on my phone somewhere, but it's this clip of like a professor in the 90s. She's like giving this lecture, and white woman up there talking about race, and she's like, look, people act like they don't understand racism, but white people, stand up if you would trade places with a black person. And unsurprisingly, she said it twice and nobody stood up. And it's like, well, that shows that you do understand that there is a difference. So acting like there isn't is just you choosing to be ignorant.
Yeah, it's willful ignorance.
And it's just like, all right,
is convenient to you.
Would you trade places with a white person?
I mean, I don't know, maybe for a day.
Permanent.
I mean,
at this, like, no
white person.
Yeah, right.
Well, because you're,
because I mean, within white society, there is a caste system, but like, like, it's not but like, I wouldn't want to.
I don't know. And whenever people do
like,
not,
yes, I admit that there are definite benefits to doing it, and it's like, if I were just like, because I am happy with my life and like what I am If I became white, everything I am doing right now
Yeah.
is for nothing.
It would definitely be offensive owning, saying
You know?
you're a black owner.
Like I've got a particular trajectory that I really see going well, and so I'm like, why would I don't want to throw that away. Like if I was just somebody living a normal fucking day-to-day life, like fuck it. You mean to tell me like my credit score could be a little better, people would be nicer to me on the street, and like nobody's gonna think I'm a criminal? Nice. Like sure, I'll take that. But like I just, we'll just keep making content that fucking like until the point where people are like, oh yeah, I'm a fucking idiot for being like that. Like, because really it's the person who can't recognize that everybody's the fucking same that is the idiot.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Trans people need fucking some restorative justice.
Right, just a smidge.
I mean, actually, like, and I mean, the thing that's weird about that is it's like so vividly happening in real time. But I don't know, just like I don't know, we've been murdered and mocked.
Right? Like it's one of those, yeah. And it's like, how restorative can justice be though in a lot of these cases when you can't?
It depends on these systems that don't have emotions to have emotions, and you have to. That has to be like an active thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there has to be people put within the system.
You have to give a shit about other people.
Care.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, you have to create the
But then
rules.
the system is set up to benefit people who don't.
Yeah, well,
it's so exploitable.
It is.
Because it was designed to be exploited.
And, like, it's only going to be a mandate for a couple years, and then, whoever is going to
And it's not that, like, I mean, progress is a pendulum. So, like, there's progress and then backtracking and then progress and then backtracking. So it's going up. It's just not going up rapidly.
No. Which, I mean, we've never gone up rapidly, really.
We've never been good at that. We're really good at, like, building things rapidly. We're really good at developing infrastructure and technology rapidly.
Yep. Especially rapidly.
Like, we're like jet skis. We got jet skis, but we don't have restorative justice.
Well, I was gonna say, my point was gonna be like, with like, how restorative can justice be when we can't bring people back? Like,
at what point is damage done?
Right. Well, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, memorials are great, and like class trips are good. And honestly, I think there should be more class trips about different things, because it's like, for example, in Germany, right? Fucking,
they're on it.
At a couple points in your school career, every school, you learn about what happened in your country and how it was wrong. Yeah. Right? Like, and so that kind, and I'm not saying they're perfect, but like that kind of acknowledgement of
the right
your
idea.
History is at least the right idea. Like, and we don't get that.
In Canada, we learn several times in public school about what happened with Indigenous people. The issue is more they make it sound past tense. And I mean, obviously, a lot of the more
atrocious
things are past tense, sure,
like
but
the more atrocious
it's what we're talking about.
Things.
There are fallouts to historical events.
Oh yeah, massive fallout.
I found a thing, and it was like the pillars of restorative justice, and the first two are interesting. So like the pillar one is that like harms and needs, so it acknowledges that harm was done, and then pillar 2 is obligations. Restorative justice holds that harm results in obligations. I thought that was a nice way of phrasing it.
Yeah.
And they're moral obligations, and I think the issue is that people can disregard their moral obligations easily.
I don't know why my mind went kinky there and was like, well, yeah, it's like BDSM aftercare obligations.
You gotta cuddle after.
I don't know why.
You have to. There has to be some like head stroking.
Something.
I like that. I just in case people don't know.
That's how you do it.
Like I'm just gonna do one. Oh,
lifeless.
What reparation? What form do you want your reparations? I mean, social justice, but like in a ridiculous hypothetical, you could like.
I mean, a ridiculous hypothetical.
Yes.
I mean, honestly,
like, what superficially would you?
Yo, honestly, if they were.
How many Teslas? No, not Teslas.
Yeah, no, not
Fuck
Teslas.
Tesla.
I mean, I would. Because, like, I would definitely. I wouldn't be mad at land, depending on where it was.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a great one.
Land is always good. And the thing is, land...
I want a hobby farm. You want a compound.
Right? Yeah. And it's like, even if I don't... Because, like, my thing, like, if I were to ever Not like I would ever actually do this, but I would ever like come to power in the U.S. Like,
listen, never say never. Right? Not with that attitude.
I mean, watch. I go like come back. I'm just like, all right, look, guys. I've traveled. This is how you do it.
Zelensky was a comedian.
He was. You know, I just got to need.
That's every comedian's favorite thing.
I need to be in a show about being the president, and then you know.
Did he manifest it?
I was gonna say it's low key.
Was that show his vision board?
I don't know whose story we're in, but like they love foreshadowing.
Dramatic irony
they
as well.
just love it.
Oh my god. You were gonna Land. That's a good one.
I mean, Land is always good just because like there are a lot of things you can do with it.
Oh, you were gonna say if you come to power though. You had a point.
I like because everybody lots of people want to go to America, right? And so I think we should let them in mostly. And you know what? It's like if you don't immediately have something, if you don't know where you're going, you're going to the Midwest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Space.
Yeah.
The final frontier.
You know? Well, you're going out there, open up a shawarma shop.
Love it.
You know, make some Chinese food. Fucking bring them some Thai food for once. They, you know, they don't know flavor. Bring these people flavor
North America
and
in
actual people like from other places, and then like watch the republicanism have to change
because the food is so good.
Because they're just like because they're like you can. And
people are they're afraid of things changing, and they're the way they understand society and the way they've experienced culture to stay the same, and change seems scary until it happens, and then you're like,
that really wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that bad?
Yeah, it's like, you know what?
I can wear whatever I want and eat sushi and whatever. Like, it's variety. It's the spice.
I was gonna say
it's the sauce.
Because I mean, if you honestly, I don't even think most people, like west of Tennessee. Actually, I will say west of Virginia, really. I don't know who out there is
every white person goes West Virginia.
Even like a good ragu, just like get some, like, because y'all just don't know good food.
So
okay, I'm not saying you don't have good food. I'm just saying there's so much more that y'all don't know.
That the way to end the alt-right in America is to
fucking
give them dim sum.
Oh my god, could you imagine? Like, how can
you
get
some calamari up in there?
No, like, how can you be mad when you are nomming on dim sum, my guy?
You can't.
Right? Like, you have 4 a.m. duty dash. Like, you can just get shit delivered to your house.
Some barbecue pork buns.
Have fucking futuristic tech come to you, my guy. Like, why are you mad? Let this happen.
And you can still be a redneck. You can still do whatever it is you like doing.
Well, because the thing is like people from all over the world still, like, they hunt, they fish. They're gonna be down to do it.
I know,
right? And so, like, they're gonna integrate with that part real easy,
is not exclusive.
Right? But then when y'all catch some rabbits or catch some deer, they're gonna show you a way to cook it that you never even thought of.
And two things can be good,
right? So it's just like y'all just need to expand your friend group.
And it's this idea, you get that with the gay thing. They feel like if gay people have rights and trans people have rights, then they'll have to be gay and trans. And it's like, nobody said that. Although the people most worried about it might be.
They might be. And they're like, I have had to repress this for so long, and it's just like, all right, my guy, I get it. You're mad. But you don't have. No one's saying you have to have gay sex. Yeah.
No one is saying that you have to whatever. No one's saying that anything in your personal experience has to change. It's just that other people can be chilling.
Oh,
that's it.
Like, I never understood why anybody gets so in a huff about what somebody else wants to do behind their clothes.
Private, as long as it's consensual,
right?
It's private.
And it's like,
I don't see how that's any of your business,
right?
Like,
and it's like, even if you happen to catch me on a park bench, leave it alone.
just.
I would never be on a park bench.
All right.
Yeah, no.
On a park bench, like doing a sex thing?
I don't know.
All right. Well, you are a male comedian, so
yeah, I have a reputation to live up to, I guess. I don't know
that you're gay.
Yeah.
That's a tough thing to live up to.
I mean, it is. I mean, the thing is like, I don't know, because I don't talk about it because I don't care. I just don't, like, I've never cared to, like, label it, so I'm just like, why? I don't care.
It's just weird to be so concerned.
So many. So concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, they've more forced my hand about it than anything else, because I just, like, I don't generally talk about it. Like, I don't care. I have a couple jokes, but like,
whatever.
Yeah,
Everything
just
is more
like-
fun when you're gay. Maybe you do have to be gay. Maybe I am taking it all back, and you have to be gay.
yep, that's where it is now. You know what? The whispers have forced me into it.
This kid over here is gonna blow a gasket. You look like you're like getting lost in the void there, my guy.
I mean, well, 1 week into being back, you know.
That's fair. I'm a Cancer. I'm worried about other people. Do you want to make fun of Ben Shapiro?
Ooh, yeah.
For a bit?
Let's do that.
He's fun to make fun of.
I mean, we've definitely circled around the topic enough. So
we're hanging out. We our thoughts are known. We never promised to take down the alt-right in a non-chaotic fashion.
Yeah, we never claimed to be very coherent about this.
No.
Are we putting Benny on the big screen?
Yeah.
Put it up there. We're
yeah,
watching it
whip her
from
up
there.
there.
Oh, that's how it works. Oh shit. He see, we have him. We have the Gen Z back.
It is nice having the Gen Z back.
You know,
Yeah.
Fucking technology does the thing.
Good show.
Fucking A.
Good stuff.
Just pushing
Chap.
buttons and like things work.
Knowing all the fucking shortcuts.
We do need to get those sounds uploaded now.
We need our soundboard. Yeah.
we need the sounds.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Ooh, there ain't no other way. There we are.
What in the fuck? What the fuck?
Yes.
Yeah.
With that we do. That has to. Oh, go to the beginning.
Oh, is there?
Ooh, he.
Arguments boil down to power dynamics. That means there can't be any arguments. Arguments are useless. More than that, if my arguments make you feel uncomfortable, that's me using my power against you. That's me hurting you. That's me microaggressing you. You have to shut up, right? If you say something to me that hurts me, you need to shut up because you're not making an argument. Arguments are just power. So if you say something that offends me, that's you using your power against me in the same way as if you had hit me. And so you need to be quiet. That's so that the powerless can reassert themselves. It's time to shut up and do the work. You have to do the
Oh, I love the cut to the hands.
Work.
He could have
Work
been a
is
hand
so
model.
hard.
He's in the wrong.
I mean,
field.
honestly, like that is. I know. Like, do you know what that work is? You don't know what that work is. That is some definite ball fondling work right there. That is exactly what that is, Ben. What are you doing, my guy?
truly didn't know what you were
pause it
talking
real
about.
fast. Pause it
Let's
real
talk about
fast.
balls.
Pause it, because Ben is talking about ball fondling as hard work. Like, okay, so wait, what was before we got to the ball fondling? What was like?
He likes to do this thing where he says what the other argument is, and like he speaks as though he's making that argument, but with a condescending tone, and then he goes, "That's stupid," and then the video ends. So he's just laying out what other people are saying.
But he's saying no, because he said that like offending somebody is akin to hitting them.
Yes.
Which I feel like he's saying somebody has said
and that
this
people are telling him to shut up.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, if you say something offensive, you must shut up. I don't.
And
is
he's talking
the
about
point?
microaggressions.
About remember how like a couple years ago there was the whole thing about how like, oh, words are just as bad as harmful, like are actually, what was it? It was words are violence. That's what it was.
You think that's what he's talking about? Because when he gets into like equity and stuff though as well.
Okay, so hold on. So he's like, words are violence because they can hurt. What?
See,
like I get it. I get they can hurt, but like, I missed this whole.
They can be weaponized.
Zeitgeist conversation.
Words can be weaponized, but it was also you say certain things, people do certain things.
And
So it's like
that's
you say something
true.
about X group, and then Y group, starts harassing them or doing this to X group.
Fact.
You just fill in the blanks here. You know what I mean?
He.
But like, how is he's saying that that's dumb.
Yeah.
And that microaggressions aren't real.
So he. So like he took the sticks and stones quite literally.
He always does this though. He'll take, because people aren't saying that, like they're not making a literal comparison to like being shot. They're just saying that they hurt people and it's metaphysical. But he'll take it literal, which is funny though, because then the minute people like this have to talk about religion or something, they're like, no, that's literal though. It's all about taking metaphor literally. You
gotta
that's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, it does sound ridiculous when you lay it out like that, but it's, I don't think a metaphor is that complicated a concept, but difficult to grasp for our boy Ben. And
like I guess it's an easy coin to flip. All right, let's roll back to him.
And so you need to be quiet. That's so that the powerless can reassert themselves. It's time to shut up.
So now he's getting into the equity. This idea of the microaggressions are.
Actually is work. You have to sit there and listen to a bunch of nonsense when people don't make arguments. But
So he's saying people are whining.
Wait. So yeah, hold on. Give that a pause.
People are whining and saying they're powerless, and he's implying that they're not.
And wow.
He's always rocking the yarmulke when he's going off on these two.
Well, yeah, because he has to be like, I'm a man of faith.
Yeah, and it's just to be, it's like it gives him credibility. In his eyes.
Well, no, because they're like, he's a man of faith, though. Man of God. Man of God.
And
it may not be my God, but he's
they're
got
in
a
an oppressed
God.
group. But
He's got a God, And look, he's saying it. He said it. He said it. And like, what the fuck did he say? Like,
well, it's his word salad.
It is a word salad.
He deliberately makes it sound overly complicated so people think it's smart.
Yeah, so this point was what? Like, he was just like, oh my God.
He's like, people are whining and they're saying that your oppression is oppressing me. But they're idiots and they need to buck up and their life isn't so hard.
So it's like, oh my God, I found out I did an oppression and now I have to feel bad about doing an oppression. Is that what it is?
Sort of.
Like.
So yeah, that's like the skin and bones of it. The bare bones.
The bare bones of it?
I don't like skin and bones.
The skin and bones of it? Yeah, no, that sounds rather crack.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I take it all back. But that's what he's saying. And he's gearing up to the history doesn't, again, it's throwing historical context out the window. And just they'll be like, well, those were the societies of old. And it's like, yeah, but the societies of old built the society of today.
Like it's still,
and it's just like totally ignoring that.
Yeah,
totally ignoring that. And he's discrediting microaggressions because he likes to do this thing where he'll basically be like, it's just buzzwords, and it's like, well, people who say words don't have meaning, it's like, no, literally what they are forms of communication. All they are is meaning, so that we can communicate with each other.
The whole argument of words don't have meaning is that not everybody's on the same page with what words mean.
No, people will be like,
that
it's
just means words
have
more.
It's just words. It's the same thing that the words can
words
never
have
hurt
more
me
meaning.
thing.
But they have no meaning in the context of when we converse with each other because, let's say I say one thing and you hear it another way because we don't have the same definitions of these words. That's what I thought was like.
That wasn't my understanding, but.
Well, I mean, no, because even for you to get lost in context, there had to have been some context, right?
Right.
So, like you thought the train was going one way, he thought it was going another, right? We both thought it was a train. Like, so it's one of those things.
Should we keep going?
Yeah.
Keep sludging?
Slug on through.
How many mics does one man need?
Right.
Okay, pause it again. He sounds like someone, he's having a hissy fit. Like the way he's talking right now, like, well, they told me to shut up and I'm angry about it.
I'm not allowed to say what I want to say.
It's like him telling people like not to be sensitive and not to.
But he's so sensitive.
What's he upset about? What's he going off with words people have said? People told him to shut up and he's upset and he's complaining. Did we not see it?
Anyway, no.
Continue.
No, it's not seen.
Continue.
Grown-up adults do it all the time. But childish adults don't do it.
Oh my God, no one is saying that. He's manipulating them so openly.
It's so good, though. I wish I could do it like that.
I should bet you do. I fucking bet you do.
Just little tiny microaggressions. Just like,
baby needs some milk. This is a guy who was bullied as a kid, and now he has to bully others.
And he's like, you know what? I get to be the bully now.
Like they definitely called him eyebrows, and now he hates everybody. You know?
I feel like back in his day, he probably got because he came. How old is he?
That's a great question.
I'm
going to guess.
I feel like he's
40.
older than me. Yeah, he's 40 something probably, right? And he definitely came up in 39.
Hey!
Yeah,
Oh, let's go to the casino. Woo! Oh, baby, those are good odds.
But like, where did he grow up?
Watch it be.
Does it not say right there?
It says he was born in Burbank, but I mean.
Burbank, California.
Yeah.
So is he from a Democratic state?
California.
I mean,
No.
He was born in
Right.
84, and at the time, I don't think California was blue.
No,
California went back and forth in the 80s, right?
I mean, California's always been purple.
and they know how to party.
Yeah, several songs about it.
I think he was born and raised in California.
Okay,
Interesting.
I feel like, and oh no,
vitamin
America was
D, I
always
think he'd be more
tough,
pleasant.
because like I feel like, yeah, he definitely got picked on. That like he was probably a small kid too.
I wonder how Jewish people feel watching him talk about how like bad things aren't real and people can't, like his whole thing that you were saying. They hate it.
They love it.
They love it.
A lot of the really religious Jewish people love Shapiro.
Really?
I mean, I've spoken to a couple of them, but the ones I've spoken to love
So we know two people that know Musa personally.
I mean, like,
3 or 4.
like that, but it's like,
That's most Jewish people. 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
those are like ultra religious people. Those are like scholars and shit. So it's not really like
A couple people, but do remember that, like, also you seek out possibly, maybe you're bouncing around in circles. We all bounce around in circles with people that agree with us. Like Danton and I, we align, right? And you do tend to just find each other. Like that's just how.
Divide attracts the tribe.
But no, like I mean, we won't get into it, but now more than ever, how words, people saying something, will incite violence, and I think the thing that's annoying too is he's saying, like, he's taking it all so literal, and we're not saying it's always literal violence. Like, you know what I mean? It's just general consequences.
It's not the same as getting punched in the face, but like
it doesn't mean it's not fucking your shit up. It doesn't mean you're not getting evicted because you're different.
Yeah.
You know, like that. I don't.
Started it with 1.5 strikes, like.
his parents worked in Hollywood.
He's media trained. All these guys they're good at manipulating people, and they're good at sounding good on camera, and they're good at their like condescending tone.
Do you ever watch what was that show where the guy basically was just like, yep, and at this point I'm just gonna sell my soul, just selling the soul to do the media thing, just selling my soul. And it's like, what point was that for him? Like, because he looks pretty comfortable in it now. Like, do you think he still breaks every 6 months, just being like, oh my god, what am I out there doing?
Just punches a wall and has gay sex. And
oh no, it's definitely always through a glory hole, like that.
He's definitely one of those dudes. Yeah. And he definitely definitely a masochist in that context. I feel like a lot of these really aggressive guys get spanked. I don't know. This is.
I mean, no, I can totally see that. Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, he doesn't only pay for the spanking; he pays for the discretion. You know,
he does. All right, back to it, boys. You're a part of the microaggression universe. Wow. The MAU. Is he saying that he's Thanos?
I think so.
Yeah. He's going to snap his finger and all the queers will be gone.
To his room?
Yes. Yeah. The ones that aren't already there.
Yeah. Wait, what? He was talking about American life or marital life? What?
I think American.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Happy talk. Is he saying that people talking about health and safety are... Can you go back? Did he just say people who talking about health and safety as being important are just talking happy? Also, what's wrong with being happy?
Yeah,
all this happiness coming from the left. You don't want to be happy, do you? Okay, yeah. Happy talk.
Orwellian happy talk?
I want him to define what he means by happy talk.
Diversity is Orwellian now? When is diversity Orwellian?
He's throwing the baby out with the bathwater.
Which book?
Show me the book.
Show me the book. Which fucking book? I like
Orwell.
Don't get me wrong. I like Orwell, but like, If you're gonna throw the man's name out there,
and at least cite the fucking book. Happy talk.
Like what?
He's like, there's people are saying that the words are violence, but also happy talk, but also right,
what?
like doesn't sound like happy talk. These are very serious issues.
And he's like, hold on. So every boardroom is talking about diversity and inclusion, and that's bad. That's the happy talk.
That's the happy talk.
That's the happy talk.
And he's not saying why happy talk is bad.
Is that to brainwash the people into thinking that's good? I don't know what.
And
he
to
means
make, and
by
also
this is happy
to
talk.
that feeling, not negative feelings mean everything is good.
Right?
Like, because you want them riled up. They're not going to buy your product if they're not angry and upset. So he doesn't want them happy talk bad. You want to be mad and buy my shit and watch my YouTube videos and whatever, And I can see you must get sucked in. It's like people that go to mega churches.
Oh, that's that fucking
I wanna for Pete's sake. Oh, he's aging. I think I'm aging visibly watching this guy. This happened with Andrew Tate too.
My god!
There was like a 10 minutes in one of where we were just silently watching Andrew Tate.
We couldn't.
Just
we couldn't even come back at it anymore. We were just like, oh, it's
exhausting. It's like a weight watching these guys.
I feel like he was the best on YouTube at like just straight talking to the camera.
Oh, yeah, but whenever he has to, he's not good at debating though.
No, he's not. Because
he just has one point, and he doesn't have any layers to his arguments.
But his current point is, I was in jail and it didn't break me.
Cockroaches crawled all over
me and it didn't break me.
It's like, yeah, you're now back in a mansion.
Sounds like it broke you. Just a little bit. Do you dream about those cockroaches? I feel like he dreams about those cockroaches.
The way he's talking about campuses too, it's always going back to freaking people out about people coming for their kids.
Oh yeah.
It always goes back to that, and it's like, also universities have always been where discussion happens, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, but
like
universities right now are like overwhelmingly liberal. Like if you look at the statistics, for every 11.
It's because it's a high concentration of educated people.
Yeah, but it's like that's not what attracts people. Like people sending their kids to school, they don't quite understand that, and they want like the.
They want it to be the university they went to that was conservative.
About the way people perceive it.
I think they're just more secular.
Oh no, but like everybody I know who went to university already a Republican stayed a Republican.
Yeah.
Like it's not like they're converting kids.
No.
That's the fear, because it's that you hear. So there's a statistic that's like being debated right now.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, what it is for every 11 liberal college professors, there's only one conservative.
Again,
But the debate is whether or not that number is actually 13 instead of 11.
But no, I don't.
That's what.
The thing is, you have to also think about those two groups and what they prioritize.
That's true.
So how many conservative people are going to be like, education is the way I'm going to go? Mm-hmm. So they're doing it.
People won't listen.
How are you? You can't blame the
if
institution if the people don't want to be there.
Right, of course.
Like, because what conservative that's really about making money is going to be like education? Like, yeah, if you stay long enough and get tenured at the right school, sure, you might make some bank, but you're best hoping to make money off of your research, what you sell, and the school is taking a fair portion of that. Anything you create while you're at the school takes, which is not a deal that a Republican would take. So it's like they're just not in these institutions.
But the thing is,
they should be in institutions, just not these ones.
I
get it, but also
but it's like, where are you gonna you can't send them somewhere to get a Republican
and
education.
Your kid is gonna come up with their own opinions no matter where you send them.
This is a bigger conversation about how people aren't wanting to send their kids to college anymore, not just because it's too liberal, but also because they don't feel like it's worth it.
Well, that's different. That is
very
argument.
different.
I agree with that.
Often I was just an agreeable point. I went and I don't.
This is what's sparking the debate for to have that conversation of is college actually worth it.
I mean,
I think they're kind of two separate arguments because the people, things like worrying about people being liberal is also like worrying that if if kids meet gay people, they will become gay. And it's like, first of all, what if they do? Second of all, they might not. Like, it's not.
Right? It's like like if a kid meets a gay person, they're more likely to accept the fact that they might be.
If they were already gay, they'll be like, oh, okay, that. If they're not gay,
they're just like, oh, that's a person.
they won't.
Yeah.
Like more trans people are out than ever, and it is still less than 1% of the adult population in America are openly trans. No, it is. I have looked this up to make sure I'm saying accurate stuff.
They check it every day.
I have a live.
It's an
feed.
alert.
Yeah, it is. Every time it fluctuates, every time a trans person comes out, I get notified directly.
It's like the fluctuation of Bitcoin. You got to be on top of it.
It is.
Good. Oh my god.
To the Pew Research Facility, 5% of adults ages 18 to 29 identify as trans.
But what's that? What is the source? Because I got it from.
That's Pew.
Okay.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, 5%.
That's still 5.
I found one that said under 1%.
The only age group that's under 1% is 50 plus.
Well, that definitely makes sense.
And this is people being out. Well,
I mean, I feel like it definitely gets, it's more.
Still 5%.
Yeah. You
know what I mean?
That is a nickel.
And again, being worried about people having their own opinions or people being something different than you is based in bigotry. Like, there's still, so what? Like, what's wrong with being gay? And then, you know. Jesus, and Ben Shapiro told me.
Yeah, like.
Speaking of Ben, should we?
I guess.
Shall we? Because we're spinning off on education now.
I mean, easy to do.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion. What they mean by that is shut up. Right? They don't mean inclusion because if you have a point of view that argues with their own, then you should be quiet.
No, but
I mean, yes, Ben, shut up, but
it's not about inclusion. He's the one not wanting to include people because you're already included. Like, you are the included. Yeah. So he's saying, like, they want to be included, which will disclude us. And it's like, do you hear? Again, like, it's these circles.
Yeah, it's just like.
It's these circles.
It's like, no, we're not asking to kick you out of the. Like, we're not asking to kick you out of the.
It's a thought-ending cliche.
We just want to be there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you're giving.
And
you don't have to give up your seat.
Trying to exclude you.
It's like you don't have to give up your seat. Just bring another chair. Like.
And people saying stop. Oppressing me is different than saying shut up.
Yes, it's definitely different than saying shut up.
He's watering it down. He's making it sound like it's like, well, shut up, and it's like, okay, but isn't she a little?
Well, yeah, no, it's not even. It's not even well, shut up in like the real sense. It's like, well, shut up in the fact that like, yo, you don't have to be the one talking all the time.
Yeah.
Like, if you're the one talking all the time, other people aren't going to talk. All right. Like, if every time somebody starts speaking, you start speaking. And then everybody looks at you.
And if other people having a voice makes you feel silenced, how he can't even imagine not having a voice at all.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
Like he watched The Little Mermaid and he's like, can't relate. No idea.
Yeah. What you say? Yeah, they don't know. He doesn't know. I don't hate his waistcoat though. I don't hate it.
It's a nice gray.
It's a good gray.
It's a heather gray.
His suit guy's on it.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, he's got the budget.
Media training.
Yeah.
You can hire him.
If I can have the suit guy.
As a speaker.
Really?
Yeah, he's expensive. Expensive.
Yeah, he's not cheap. I mean, the whole, do you not see, like, bring Ben Shapiro to, like, it literally, you can go to YAF.org.
These guys make so much of their money as speakers. We looked at this
before. Like, it was
a lot of money, but.
It was not cheap.
If it's. Only, like, 300 at most. That's all. He could charge way.
300 what?
300 grand?
Yeah.
Yeah, he could charge way more than that.
So we'll start a GoFundMe.
Yeah,
to
bring me to your campus for.
He won't know it's going to be a roast of Ben Shapiro, but it will be a roast of Ben Shapiro.
Oh yeah.
I could think of some Toronto-based comics that would have fun at that.
I really want to write him a bad check, but like I feel like that's somehow illegal. I don't know.
And then he'd be like, "See what the snowflakes? They can't even see. This is what happens when you're a socialist. You can't pay your bills." He would.
Oh no! Like I would definitely try to be like, "Yo, actually, I'm gonna figure out some way." Yep. I mean, if we brought him, I'd need to look over the contract.
I would take him to Woody's and leave him there. I don't think he'd leave.
Probably. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna write this down. I'll talk about It's a real idea. It's a good idea.
Okay, it's real.
All right, it's real.
It's not a make
Benny
believe
boy,
idea.
we're gonna get you here. It won't be my money that we spend on this, but somebody will pay for it.
We'll get you.
Yeah, we're gonna get you here, buddy.
It'll be the most money we ever spend on. And it is a lot of money to give to the alt-right for a bit.
I was gonna say, what's the?
What are the moral dilemmas here?
Well, because it's like, no, I want to find an organization that he definitely wouldn't want to take the money from, but like that would offer
The
it
Rainbow
to
Railroad,
him,
yeah.
right? And just be like, yeah, you got to come here to collect the check, but we have it. Like,
Money.
yeah, come get it.
He's probably busy. He's on that hustle. These guys.
I mean, he wants
hustling.
$0.3 million to show up somewhere
for this shit.
for that face.
Someone paid a minimum of $300,000.
And it's like people wonder why school is so much because they're bringing Ben Shapiro to talk to your children.
Yeah,
The fuck is he? Why are we paying $300,000 for him to show up? What the fuck are you paying for him to show up for? What is he? What actual value does this man
Jordan
provide
Peterson.
to the world? I don't think any. Like what are you doing? Convince me I'm wrong. Please tell me I'm wrong. Put
In
me
the
at
comments.
that consider me at that fucking little table in the meme. Like change my mind. Ben Shapiro
my
is
God.
worth something. Like Ben Shapiro is worthless. Change my mind. Like
Oh boy, Ben. Oh, we've been going for an hour.
Yeah. I mean,
Goodness.
At least 20 minutes of it has been 5 minutes of Ben Shapiro.
And there was a
2.5 minutes of Ben Shapiro.
There was a solid amount of donut talk as well.
I mean, there was a good.
We go nuts
with a donut
for donuts.
Yeah, you know what? We should get a donut sponsor.
Ooh,
Yeah.
who would you
Well,
want our donut
that is the thing
sponsor
we
to
should
be?
actually talk about for the
Sponsors.
thing. Yeah, like that.
Which thing?
For douche rehab.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah, we should talk about sponsors.
Investors, sponsors.
Well, yeah, because it's definitely a good avenue. Sponsors. We'll be looking for sponsors for Douche Rehab, a show coming to you soon. Check out the trailer coming approximately November 16th. Yay!
Love it.
Yeah. Because, especially if you can do a rough cut.
I can do a rough cut real
And
fast. I
then-
have it. So I've watched the footage and I can see it.
Yeah.
And when you write it and are
yeah.
on set and are editing it,
It makes it a
you're
lot easier.
familiar. If you're going in on something that you weren't there for, you just read the script, whatever. There's a lot of just understanding the story and how it should be cut. But
You've got all the nuance that could be nuanced.
Can I promise that the first draft won't be 10 minutes? No.
Oh yeah, no, I don't expect the first draft to be on time.
It'll be a full-on short film.
Yeah,
It'll be.
and I mean, honestly, it'd be a good cut to have because we can release that
Whatever,
later.
yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like, hey, you want to see 10-minute trailer for this?
Like, yeah, it's like, yo, you've been with us for this long, Like,
And then you just cut 2 different 5 minutes from that.
oh yeah, easy.
And then,
Yeah.
now we're just talking shop.
I mean, we are. Are
Are you?
we looking at a Calgary theater? Okay, yo,
He's
I was-
on it.
Yo, I mean,
He's gonna get
honestly,
Ben.
I need to.
This is a good idea.
All right. We'll figure this out later.
Yeah,
Apparently, we're bringing Ben Shapiro to
hatching a
Calgary.
plan.
Going to Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro's in Calgary?
Go to Calgary.
For what?
What do you think he's going to Calgary
Wait,
for?
okay, so how can we get him?
We go there
And abduct? Are you saying that we're going to abduct Ben
Wait,
Shapiro?
he does press? Can we become press? Oh my god, we're gonna be Calgary and press? Oh my god, I can't wait to be
We're in
press.
entertainment.
We're gonna be entertainment!
Father and son press tour. Oh, it'll be like we're taking the podcast on the road.
We are going on the road, bitches.
Oh. You know what it's time for? Palate cleanser.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I could cleanse my palate.
I mean, yeah, we don't need to finish the Ben Shapiro.
Oh,
Okay.
never. I don't think we ever have
I
managed
don't
to get
think
through
we
one.
get through a whole one ever. Yeah.
You know, there's so much. This podcast could be just 3 hours of us critiquing Ben Shapiro.
With ease.
Not even critiquing, just kind of making fun of.
Yeah.
Okay, palate cleanser. It's also ready to go up. So
Boom.
this is what good police work is. This is where our taxpayer dollars should be going to. Yeah. You see it? It's a dog. He's a bad boy. There he goes. They're going for him. Fuck yeah. We're gonna have to change the music. You should probably mute it. Anyway, it's a dog.
Oh.
He does this. Like, he didn't get that harness for this bit.
Oh, yeah.
You know that this is what he does.
Yeah.
And everyone in town knows this guy. Anyway, that's our palate cleanser.
I love it.
Doesn't that make you feel good?
And now
Look
your
at the
moment
dog.
it's so cute.
Oh, man. So we figured out restorative justice. We fixed it.
Yep. White people just accept it.
Just chill out.
Be-
just sit down.
You know, just say
As
sorry.
Ben would say, shut up.
You know, a little meal culpa, and
Maybe we are telling you.
just shut up and give us money. All right.
It's for just shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Do you think that he thinks that's the left's favorite song? Is it the left's favorite song?
I mean, what would be the left's favorite song?
Montero.
I mean, yeah, definitely up there.
Something
God.
about sheep. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't like sheep, get rid of all your wool jackets. That's what I don't think you're
Yeah.
allowed to have them.
Yeah,
Now
you're
I'm
fine.
talking about sheep. This has been the Father and Son podcast. We're going to talk about sheep off air. Okay, goodbye.
Bye.